Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain one more example on OT inheritance. Okay. Yeah. So for that, I've taken one more class with name OTA with the two data numbers I and word j, and so one member function with name display ij just to display the value of what ij. So this end of what class A. Okay. So taken out one more class with name mode b, and with one data number k and one member function with name display k just to display the value of what k, and one more member function with name sum and just to calculate the sum of all the three data numbers, that is ij that belongs to what class A and k that belongs to class B. Okay, so this end of what your class B. Now how to use what inheritance property. If I want inheritance property, then I have to go with the keyword what extends. Okay, next I have to specify the class name. So what's the name of the class? Name of the class is what A, so I specified here. So now I'm using the concept called as what inheritance. So after using this keyword, so class A will go to become what super class or a base class. Okay, and class B will going to become a subclass or a derived class. So correct it. Using the object of B, you can access what this two data number along with this member function. Okay, yeah. So now I've created one more class with name inheritance example, within which I'll define a public static void main. Okay, so there I created two objects. So I think you know how to create an object. So we have a two class name AB. Next, so I given an object name. Next new operator, again class name. Okay, so now so super object that is of type class A and sub object that is of type what class B. Okay, so using a super object, I can access what all the data numbers of class A. Correct it. So we have two data numbers, that is what ij, so I can access that one. So because by default it is what public, we can access without any problem. So I'm accessing what ij. For both I comma j, I'm assigning what 10 and what 20. Okay, yeah. So now I is having the value what 10 and j is having the value what 20. So next I'm using what one system.out.println. So contents of super object. So this will be displayed. So you'll get output in this way, contents of super object. So whatever written, that will be what displayed. Okay, yeah. Next I'm calling, using a super object, I'm calling what display ij. So that is present within the class A and object is of a type class A. So this will be executed. Display ij will be what executed. So just observe this one. So whatever you have written within a double quote, that will be what printed. So that will be printed what as it is. So I and j, so you'll get as it is. Next you will get what colon, because of this colon. Okay, next I'm concatenating the value of what I. What's the value of what I is what 10 and j is what 20. So we'll get output what 10. Next observe here, there is a space, that will be what printed. Space got what printed. Okay, next I'm concatenating value of what j. So we'll get the value of what j. What's the value of what j? J is what 20, that is got displayed. Okay, yeah. Next here I've taken now I'm considering a sub object. Means this is an object of type class B. So I've taken I, j and what k. So you know there's since there is a, because of inheritance concept, I can access what I, j, even though that belongs to what class A. Okay, and k that belongs to what class B, so I can access without any problem. So for I, j, k, now I'm assigning what 7, 8 and what 9. Okay, so next I'm using what system.out.println contents of sub object. So you'll get a message contents of sub object. Okay, so next I'm calling what display ij. So this will be what called display ij, and you'll get the message in this way, inj 7, 8. Okay, so next I'm calling what display k. So this will be what executed, and now it will going to display the value of what k. What's the value of what k? K is what, how much? 9, and you will get output in this way. k is equal to 9. Okay, so finally I'm using what on system.println sum of ijk. So that will be what displayed as it is, sum of ijk. So next, the last line is sub object.sum. So it will going to execute this particular sum, and this will be printed as it is. So observe here carefully. So since I'm using what bracket, this will be executed for first. Means it will take the value of what I, j, and what k, and it will add that one. Then that will be concatenated with this one. So we'll get the output in this way: ijk colon next what 24, because 7 plus 8 plus 9 is how much? 24. We'll get output in this way. Okay, so any doubts? So even though sub ob is of type b, what b, I can access what ij as well as display ij, even though that belongs to class A, because there's a concept called as what inheritance. Okay, just copy this program along with what output in your class notes. So now in the same video I am going to explain one more concept: access specifier and inheritance. Okay, access specifier and what inheritance. For that I have taken class with name what EA with one data member I. So since I have not specified anything, by default it's what public. Okay, so I have taken one more data member J, but for that I am using an access specifier what private. Okay, yeah. Now there is a one member function with name set ij, passing what parameters. The parameters will be assigned to data number ij. Now since I is what public, I can access what anywhere, so this is what okay. So it will not going to throw what any error. Even though j is what private, so private data number can be accessible within the class. So from year to year, I can access what j without any problem, even though that is what private. Within the class, private data numbers are what accessible. So it will here I will not get what any error. Okay, so this is the end of what your class. So now I have taken what one more class B with one data number total and one member function what sum. So there I am calculating sum of what ij. Okay, yeah, and I'm using the concept called as what inheritance. If you want to use a concept called as one inheritance, you have to go with the keyword extends, then you have to specify class name. The class name is what A, therefore return what A here. Okay, now just observe here. So I that belongs to what class A, so I can use here without any problem, because that's a public. I can use even outside the class. So this will not give this one will not give what any error. But if you go with a j, just observe here, j is what private. If you try to access outside the class, so class will going to end over here. Okay, now I am accessing what outside the class. What will happen at this particular line? It will going to throw what error. Okay, so even though I am using what inheritance, it's not possible to access what all the data members. So I can access only if it is what private or what protected. Okay, so here I have written the conclusion. Even though by using the concept called inheritance, it is not possible to access private data members, okay, and member functions outside the class, but you can access what protected and public data members. Okay, that's the conclusion. Just copy this program also with heading access specifier and inheritance.